call the January 10th, 2022 Planning Board meeting to order at 5:02. Okay, we'll start with minutes.
December 27th.
Okay.
Is there one we have that we can do? You can look at them?
I've seen them.
looked at them.
Yep.
Okay.
You
So
want,
I'll make a motion to approve the December 27th minutes as written.
I'll second.
any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. I'm not seeing any new stuff in correspondence.
Oh, that's probably from all the other towns.
And, well, it's a lot of our stuff, but it's old stuff.
It's not somebody's folder, it's not a project folder.
What's that?
It's not a project's folder, is it?
No, it's just correspondence. Okay. Review, approve, and sign the site plan review decision for 181 Pleasant Street. Okay. Ken, how many, you have all five of us signing on this, how many do you really need? Is 3 adequate?
It really is the policy of the board. I mean, 3 is adequate based on the majority of the board members. The documentation from the meeting says that all board members voted. So I think it's adequate. But in the past, you've either had the chair sign it or all 5 members.
But it doesn't, there isn't any hard and fast rule. It's
No,
just
there is no
that
hard and fast
only
rule.
one person needs
You're
to
right.
sign it, and so.
Right. So, I think it's fine if you have the 3 and then you can file accordingly.
Okay.
But it's the majority of the board members that were there
Okay.
that supported that vote.
Have you read
Look at
the,
the moment there, yeah.
Did you?
Will?
Did you read it? I read
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Anybody have any issues?
No?
No.
No. Oh. I gave my pen away. There's more.
Okay,
So we need a motion to sign it, right?
okay. I was just gonna ask, do we need a motion?
Sorry. Getting it.
Has the board used the motion before? I'm just trying to, okay, so if the board has used the motion before, I think probably makes sense.
Let's just do it, just,
But I think, if I may, if you want to make the motion now to just include the 3 members that are present, as you all were present at that vote at the last meeting, just to clarify, you know,
Okay.
why there's going to be.
So the
3
motion has to
signatures.
say anything particular? Other than we approve the draft?
We approve the permit
Decision.
as written, the decision as written, and the 3 members that are present today who were present for the vote will be signing, and that, you know, something to that effect.
That we need to state that we only need 3 signatures?
Well, just because I think if the board has been in the practice of having all 5 members or the 1 member or the chair sign it, then they should, the ability to
So,
it's
let me
it's
do a
protocol.
practice motion here. I'll make a motion to approve the site plan approval decision as written. And now we have to add in something about, how can we say this? The,
by
in the absence
the
of-
3 board members present this evening.
Okay, with 3 board members present. Okay. You're gonna ask me to repeat that, aren't you?
No.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So we all 3 need to sign. 2 copies. See?
Yeah, I know.
I'm guessing somebody's gonna pick up these folders?
I heard that you weren't able to raise anybody at the,
No, nobody answered. Kathy's out this week and
yeah.
nobody was there answering the phone, and so if I appoint
I'll
an
put
only,
it, I'll put it in the folder.
Mm.
All we can do. Ken, before 5:15, do you have anything you want to discuss?
I think as I mentioned at the last meeting in December that I attended, PVPC will be working on the master plan document to incorporate the findings from your community resilience building workshop that was done a couple years ago. This is in accordance with the MVP grant, state grant, in addition to regulatory items that were part of that grant. And we've been working with a committee in addition to town staff, including the DPW director and town administrator, that will eventually be presented to the planning board, or presented as a component of review, possibly for a future town bylaw amendment or zoning bylaw amendment. But as the board is aware, their responsibilities lie with the zoning bylaw amendments and master plan documents. So any updates to those will be presented to the board as appropriate. But I'll bring those forward. I think one of the other things, and I brought this to the attention of the board last year, and we tried to, I helped Lil prepare a grant application for district local technical assistance that'll be coming out this month at some point. So,
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, so my suggestion would be to have either bring back the project that we suggested at the last, in 2021, in January 2021, which was a look at the zoning bylaw, just to see if there are any refinements that may need to be, brought forward into any new zoning bylaws. But if there happen to be other planning projects or land use type projects that, those can possibly also be looked at for district local technical assistance funds. But
That's gotta be due soon.
I think last year it was due the first week of February, but the official solicitation I don't think has gone out.
I thought I saw something about it,
Okay.
that it was coming out,
Okay,
but I didn't.
there was no dates, like there needed to be a date attached to whatever document, because there will be a form that will need to be signed by the town.
Right.
I believe the vice chair signed it last year, actually. So if that's the case, then that should be, discussed. And maybe, I think at the next meeting, we can discuss further, but, assuming that correspondence has gone out by then. So in the next 2 weeks, more than likely that correspondence will go out, but the turnaround time is relatively quick.
Okay,
But
I'll watch for it.
Yeah, but the application is relatively simple as well. So I think that's it, just to be mindful of some of those things that probably the planning board would want to be informed about.
Any of the board members have anything for 2 minutes?
I don't have anything. Ken, you're gonna be coming up with a timeline for us to do the zoning bylaw changes, any that we're proposing?
I saw that in the tasks, so
That's what, there's a May,
do we have a date yet? I think if
I
we
don't know if we
work
have a date.
Okay.
Annual town meeting sometime in May, it depended on what COVID's doing and everything else, so.
Okay,
I don't know if they narrowed that down.
if the board wants, I can work closely and directly with Kathy, just to come up with those dates.
Yeah.
I think the board has in its possession the bylaws that we were taking a look at. We haven't workshopped them, we haven't discussed them at length,
Right.
but we'll need to be scheduling public hearings for those if the board wants to move forward with them and bring them to.
Yeah, with all the required, so many days between this
Right.
and that, then we run out of
That's
time pretty
right.
quickly.
Right.
That's really all that I had.
Okay. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to close the regular meeting to open the 5:15 public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close our regular scheduled meeting and open the hearing for 5:15.
To reconvene the meeting after the hearing.
And yes.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You want to read the hearing?
Sure. All right, we're opening a public hearing to consider the petition of Portrans Inc. applicant Ronald Harrop, William D. Harrop Jr., and David P. Harrop, owner, seeking site plan approval under section 6.3 of the Granby zoning bylaws regarding the proposed truck parking and dumpster area for the purpose of overnight parking for 10 trucks, the storage of empty dumpsters, and approximately 13,083 square feet of gravel at 4, 6, and portion of 8 West State Street, and known as Assessor's Map 4, parcels 3, 2-2, 6-1 in the town of Granby, Mass. The zoning district is industrial.
Due to the lack of 2 members, planning board members that are out ill, we're going to have to continue this hearing regardless. So, how does everybody feel about just continuing from this point and to the next meeting at 5:15?
I think that's fine.
Because everything they say tonight is going to have to get repeated at the next meeting regardless.
Right.
So the 24th is the next meeting.
Monday, the 24th.
Yeah. So we need a motion.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to continue the public hearing to Monday, January 24th at 5:15 PM.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you for coming out this evening, folks. I didn't get the call until about 2:30 that, members were not gonna be here, so I apologize.
It's fine, Hopkins. It's Hopkins now. Everybody gets sick.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. So we'll see you on Monday, the 24th
Okay, do it.
at 5:15. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
guys,
you for
sorry.
coming.
Recess?
Do we need a motion to close the hearing?
No, we've already made a motion to continue. Now the motion was made to reconvene at the end of the hearing. So now we're back in the meeting. And yeah, we could take a recess to the 5:30 hearing.
Maybe a 10-minute recess.
Sure. Or until 5:30 PM. A recess till
Oh, I gotta
5:30.
put the time down on the minutes.
Okay.
So I have 5:20 unless my watch is fast.
Okay, I have 5:19. Okay, whatever.
Let's go with 5:19. So I'll make a motion to recess until 5:30 PM.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We will now end the recess. We have a 5:30 public hearing. Jason, would you like to read?
Sure. We're continuing the public hearing to consider the petition of Alan Beauregard, applicant, Daniel Darcy, owner, seeking site plan approval under section 6.3 of the Granby zoning bylaws and applicable of section 3 regulations 3.5.8 auto repair shop regarding existing business AJ's Auto Body site plan for proposed expansion at 39 West State Street and known as map 3D-C-25 in the town of Granby, Mass.
Okay. My understanding is that they have not met with the Board of Health yet to satisfy the Board of Health's questions. Nobody is here this evening to discuss this. I would entertain a motion to continue this meeting to January 24th at 5:30.
Okay, I'll make a motion to continue our hearing until January 24th at 5:30.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Does anybody have anything else?
We don't have any action items?
What?
We don't have action
We
items to
cleaned
go
those
over?
up pretty good the
Yeah, we
last
cleaned them up
meeting.
the last time.
Cool.
And,
Good.
there's one actually I forgot to put on this one, and when that was for Ken to do the site plan approval, and he's magically completed that before we could even get down to minutes, so. Nothing.
Anything else for us, Ken?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn? I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.